This is my son.
You have one.
Yes, I do. People don't think you exist.
Are you dressed?
I got my summer clothes on. Hi everyone, it's Deborah. This is my son, my only son, and we are celebrating my 10 years. I spent $1.79 on this cupcake. 10 years on YouTube.
Okay.
And actually I just ate lunch, so I'm gonna save this for later, but I can just lick it.
Okay, that's for the men.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't want any of that.
So my son's been doing something very courageous in his life, and that is he's downsized, and he's
Called letting go.
yeah, letting go, and he's going to tell you all about it. So this is my son.
I was married for a long time, 16 years, and I have a girlfriend of 5 years now. And just one day I got up and I just saw piles and piles of old paperwork and DVDs. So what I decided to do is give some things away. I gave away probably, I don't know, $5,000 worth of movies. I gave away 800 and some DVDs. I've given away furniture, and I've given away a lot of things. I'm a real movie buff, and this might sound funny to a lot of people, but there's a movie called Heat. It's with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, and I kind of lived my life as a kid going to the movies with my mother and father, seeing all the great 80s movies and things like that about, you know, if you can't just drop everything that you have. My kids are older now. One of them's 20, one of them's 18, and I just got tired of moving and packing these boxes of this same stuff around over and over. So I said, you know what? If I haven't worn it or if I haven't used it, guess what? It's just garbage. You're not going to use it again. You don't need it. And for me, I had a tile business for 20 years, and just the same tool over and over and over and over again, you don't need it. So I feel like a brand new man, stronger, more alive, that I don't have a tractor trailer load full of crap that I have to move from one location to the next. So for me, I feel great.
I want to interject here because there's a very famous organizer. She has a book out, and I think she's a big TV personality now. And she says you pick up everything in your house, and if that object does not bring you joy, let it go. Well, if I did that, I would never let anything go because everything in my house brings me joy. So,
well, there's another thing that another person said, that a lot of people that have a big home, what they do is they run out of space in their home and they go get a storage unit. So because you can't let go of a piece of furniture, that you get a storage unit to put this furniture in that you're never going to have in your house, you're never going to use, but I guess that you just don't want to give it away, that you go and pay $150 a month for something you're never going to use. So sometimes you got to let go of old socks, maybe some old underwear, an old jacket you had, you know, maybe you have to let go of that World Tour shirt that maybe mom had.
I'm wearing that Rolling Stone shirt to the
sometimes
concert.
You gotta let it go.
A lot of famous YouTubers have mini storage units, and that is just money that's just being thrown away. But what is that one that on Studio 54, the guy that did the Campbell Soup pictures and Marilyn Monroe pictures? What was his name? He always hung
Andy Warhol.
Yes.
Wow.
Andy Warhol.
I'm younger than you, and I know that.
I know,
wow.
but it's the Ambien. But
Okay.
Andy Warhol had many, he had warehouses full of the stuff he's collected. Now, if you're that famous, yeah, that kind of stuff may bring in some bucks. But if you're not famous, that stuff is just gathering dust.
Well, what's important is that in your mind that you're famous. Because to me, in my mind,
Yes,
I'm
he's
famous.
Yeah, I talk about my son a lot. I just did a video 2 nights ago on the way from Fredericksburg to here, and I talked about how he got tested as a child where he was a genius with his hands. So he grew up to be an artisan with his hands, and he's very much sought after.
Yeah, it's just because I turned the paper to make a circle. I'm not a genius. I'm just normal.
Yeah, but look, see, my son has gray hair. That's very disturbing to me.
Well, that's okay. It's
Oh yeah.
distinguishing.
Oh yeah, he just got knocked in the head because he's so tall. Knocked in the head downstairs, and since I'm 5'3", I never knew that it was an obstruction.
So I guess the moral of this whole thing that we're doing
It's
is about
duck. It's duck.
is duck and let go
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm letting go of suitcases. That's what I'm
Yes,
letting go.
I get a suitcase, and I'm so happy.
And you can get it dirty because it's already kind of dirty.
That's going to be my retirement. I've looked so forward to getting this one suitcase. I'm so excited.
No, he's getting ready to go to Florida where he spent his high school years, and it brought back, I think that was the happiest time of his childhood. I used to tell him the best time of your
Yeah, I
childhood
tell my kids that too.
is in high school, and they don't get it. They don't understand because you don't have to worry about mortgages or bills or phone bills. But he had the most fantastic teenage years, and I remember I have many videos of him aisling over these huge trash cans because he's an avid skater. What was the one that became famous at the same time you were skating?
Many of them, Mom.
Well, no, the number one guy.
don't say his name
I
because
don't-
I don't like him.
You don't like him? Okay.
No,
Well,
okay.
we can't spread hate on YouTube.
No, we don't spread. We spread love.
Yes, we spread love. Joy to be.
Do you want to talk about the other? Well, your viewers may not like this. We wanted to talk about the Latin community compared to the white community. You want to do that? No.
Well, I already did a video in the Dominican about how the Hispanics are wonderful. They have never given me any grief, and the whole time I was there, not one of them was in a bad mood. And my son totally agrees with me on that.
I work with a bunch of
Hispanics.
Hispanics. I work with some Salvadorians, some Mexicans. I work with a Colombian, and me being, I guess, white. I love a lot of their views and how they think, their work ethic, and just how much a lot of times, and maybe you can not like me for this, just a lot better people than a lot of times us white Americans can be. Sometimes we can be very hateful and mean about things and very racist and stuff, and sometimes they can be mean, but when they see that you're a good person and you work hard, they really will grow to love you and some good people. So, I do have a funny caption I saw on Facebook. Maybe your viewers can get a good joke out of this. I seen a dog
Yes.
that's dressed like Donald Trump,
Yes.
okay? And he's got a little American flag, little tie.
A red
And
one?
Yeah, and he's got a little poofy thing on his head.
Oh.
And it says, I will build a wall and I will make the cats pay for it.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
funny.
that's funny. Well,
Well,
I thought it's funny.
That's a good way to end the video. So thanks for watching.